We find ourselves saying this a lot on this channel, but this thing is insane. Welcome to the unboxing of the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar in blue ceramic. Thank you for joining us here at Jardin du Mayfair for another episode. These are coming thick and fast. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe, and we'll keep them coming your way. So without further ado, we are not messing around today. Let's have a look at the blue, because that's what everybody wants to see. So this is the 26579CS.00.1225CS.01. When you see the same watch adorning the wrists of Kevin Hart, LeBron James, Ed Sheeran, Oscar Official, and the Crown Prince of Audemars within a few weeks of each other, you can guarantee that AP has just launched something pretty special. Pretty special here is the understatement of the year. So let's kick it off today. Welcome to the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar in blue ceramic. To quote Zoolander's great Mugatu, this is so hot right now. It's also so Marmite. You're either going to love it or hate it. I can't tell you which side to land on, but I'm in love with this to the point that I'm wondering how much I really need both of my kidneys. The beast is in the blue, and it follows AP's previous releases of the full perpetual calendars back in 2017 with a limited white boutique, which you might have seen on our other YouTube episode. If not, do check that out. That was in 2019. This was released in September 22, and Audemars have really upped the ante here by using a cobalt blue ceramic, which I have to say looks nothing like the online renders. They appear a little Lego-like. This in person is none of the sorts. So if you've looked at these before and remained unconvinced, trust me, the difference between the render and the real is remarkable, and I'm going to try and show you that today because the blue, it works so well. The formula remains the same as its predecessors in all but colour. It's 41mm in diameter, 9.5mm tall, and running AP's Quantine Perpetual Caliber 5134 with 374 components, 38 joules, and a 40-hour power reserve. The signature tapisserie dial is just staring at you beautifully. My usual 20-metre water resistance grizzle is still here, unfortunately, but for once I really don't care. Buy a sub for swimming. Now we've had a bit of a waffle, let's get it out, because I tell you what, I can't resist, and I just need you to see this piece. I'm still always surprised by ceramic Royal Oaks when I pick them up. My brain hasn't adapted yet, and it still expects some reassuring heft of their metal counterparts. This thing is super lightweight at 126 grams. The titanium Tudor Pelagos tips the scale at 156 grams for reference, so if you felt one of them, you'll get the idea that this is extremely lightweight. So this can register as a little strange initially when you're used to steel, but combined with the effortless drape of the integrated bracelet that we all know and love, it is super comfortable on the wrist. One thing to remember here is that weight doesn't always equate to strength, and the ceramics used in watchmaking are genuinely tough as nails and extremely difficult to scratch. However, ceramic doesn't lose material over time, so a ceramic Royal Oak is going to look exactly the same in 20 years down the line. How cool is that? And it's a huge relief given that over-polishing is the scourge of watch collecting. AP ceramic is a blend of zirconium oxide and yttrium oxide, a stabilizing agent which has been sintered. That's superheated to 1400 degrees, which, in a short version, turns combined ceramic powders into a solid state, ready for some hardcore milling, brushing, and polishing. When Francois-Henri Benahamias took over the helm of Audemars Piguet in 2012, the brand was already manufacturing ceramic cases and bezels for their Royal Oak offshore range. He was quoted as saying, "I imagined a ceramic bracelet because I thought it would be ideal. The answer I got was that it was going to be impossible. It's too complicated. It would take forever. Listen, I'm only 48 years old, so we have all the time to get it done. It's going to be unbelievable," he said. And he was right, because it is unbelievable. The complexities of the bracelet and case for that matter, with its micrometer perfect angular shape, brushed surfaces and evenly lined mirror polishing takes 30 hours to hand finish in ceramic, while the same bracelet in metal takes around 5. The full cobalt treatment provides an additional nightmare of creating a completely blue material which is utterly even in tone and colour. Now, if you think back to the troubles that Rolex had stabilising its two-tone ceramic bezels, I can only imagine the number of paracetamols that got chugged at AP when they were creating this thing. The way that this watch interacts with the light around has to be seen to be believed. Sometimes it's quite muted and takes on a very matte and subtle, as far as subtle can go in this instance, appearance. Audemars described this as having the state of a starlit blue sky. But the minute the light hits it, it becomes an almost electric blue with glistening polished parts. It's very much a chameleon, which is interesting given that it's one block of colour. There's no getting away from it. It's a huge statement piece. No other Holy Trinity brand has, as yet, stepped into the ceramics game like AP. A full-coloured model is not going to appeal to those who like to keep things a little low-key. But if you're either confident, a seasoned watch collector, or both, then this just ticks so many boxes. The eagle-eyed amongst you may notice that in classic official watches fashion, I am actually flexing by sporting the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak open-worked in black ceramic, but I'm dressed for the blue today. If you haven't seen the video on the black ceramic, please do check that episode out. Right, so that's enough of that. Let's get it on and see what it feels like. Oh, yes. Kevin Hart, LeBron James, Ed Sheeran, and the Sultan of Ajman. I can see exactly why you've chosen this piece. It is an iconic Royal Oak with all the top grade finishing that entails. Due to its complexity, it will be limited production rather than limited edition. This means it's rare as hen's teeth. It's supremely comfortable. It will retain its condition for years. It most definitely does go with jeans. You won't need to adjust for the day, the date, the month, the moon phase until the next century because it even has the leap years taken care of. Perpetual calendars are what AP does best, and the complication has been embedded in the brand's history as far back as 1875, when Jules Audemars created his Perpetual calendar school watch in order to graduate from watchmaking school. This, however, was a pocket watch. It took AP many years to pack the complication into a wristwatch, which they achieved in the late 1940s. The complication has been AP's forte since then and has perpetually evolved, see what I did there, to a point where we're seeing the movement history of the brand wrapped in ultra-modern materials, which will no doubt appeal to a younger demographic, as well as seasoned buyers. It's this kind of lively release which will continue to hook the next generation of watch lovers and ensure that mechanical watchmaking continues in a time of increased reliance on smartwatches. It's an old brand with a little youth appeal, and that's no bad thing. Guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video on the AP Perpetual calendar in blue ceramic. My day is now ruined. I will not be getting anything done because look at this piece. It's just incredible. It has totally blown me away. Now, I rarely do this on the channel, but price on this piece will be POA. Please do like, comment, share and subscribe, and I can keep these episodes coming thick and fast.